This is going to be another one of those CV shaft videos. So if you are struggling with your CV shaft, maybe this will give you some help. So I've tried a lot of different methods. So first, on this car, it's super hard to get in there. There's barely any space down in that hole to get a pry bar or anything. So the first method I did is I tried using this chisel and a hammer. I saw this guy on YouTube and he said, oh yeah, I just hit a chisel with a hammer in there and it came right off. So I tried this, used a chisel, a little beat up. This is $10, and I hit it up from the bottom and nothing was happening. And I got tired of doing that. So that was my first method. And then the second method was a great method I saw on YouTube of kind of building your own slide hammer. So this is part of the old CV shaft. So what you do is you cut the boot on the transmission side, and then you take a vice grip. Here's some, these are cheapy ones. Don't get crappy vice grips, they will not work at all. You need just the Irwin brand is like 20 bucks. Go get a real pair of vice grips so you don't have one. And what you do is, I'll show you here. You take, this is the part that's stuck in the transmission. So yeah, I recommend you cut the boot. And you put this old shaft into here, like this. And then you vice grip right up here. And basically what that does is it kind of makes your own slide hammer. So I've heard this works wonders for some people. For me, it did not work. However, I think an important thing with this is make sure you're pulling straight out. I think that may have been my problem all along. I may have been able to get away with this. So what I ended up doing, I had the wheel straight the entire time, which I think was a bad idea. I didn't want to screw up my alignment too bad. But this morning I was like, don't care about the alignment. I'm gonna get this figured out. So I turned the wheel. Let's see, it's all the way to the driver's side. And that gave me a little bit more space. And you may be able to get it at that method if you can try to be straight. You may have to take this off in order to get a good view to get that pole straight out. Anyways, this didn't work for me. It may work for other people. It seems like in theory it would work, but this did not work for me. And then next I tried this method here. So this is my Ace Hardware slide hammer. So someone said they just use some sockets. So I have some sockets taped together and 2 washers and then 2 nuts on this threaded pole. And then what you do is you take your vice grip, and again, just the Irwin brand, not these crappy ones. And you take the screw out here, and then you'll thread this into the vice grip. And then this can grab on the same way that one did, and you can slide it. I did this last night, it didn't work. So last night, what I ended up doing is I sprayed some of this in here. I don't think this actually did anything, and I'll show you. It obviously doesn't hurt to try, but you can see this is wet, but then the splines are completely dry. And you can see how rusted mine are. And this is the problem with this car, is it just rusts and welds it in. And then you also have to be mindful of this ring. So some people were saying that the ring has to be in the perfect position. I don't know if that's true. It just came out for me on my first couple of taps with the method I'm about to show you. So what I ended up doing is I built this. I didn't even have to really build it. So this slide hammer's from Amazon, and I will link that down in the description. It was about $80. If you keep it in good condition like I did, maybe you can return it. And then this is a genuine pair of vice grips. And you can see the grease all over these. So basically what I was doing, you can see how tight that is. So I was just checking, and then I had to use all of my hand strength to get that to clamp down. And if it didn't clamp hard enough, or it was coming off as I was sliding, I'd tighten this a little bit more, and I'd get it back on there. You really have to vice grip that on there, or it's just gonna slide off when you do the slide hammer. And I did less than 5 taps with this really on there. Came right out. I've been at this for a couple days. So this right here is the method that worked for me. So a real slide hammer, real vice grip. Use the right tool, and maybe the job will get done. Thank you. Good luck.